We broke a bolt on our steps. Now they're very wobbly. This short video will show you how we fixed it.
I'm just gonna drive.
So today's project is going to be to fix our entry step. On the last trip, we were almost home and we pulled into a campground and we opened the door and stepped out of it and we heard this bang. And come to find out, one of the bolts that hold the steps up to the frame of the RV snapped. In order to get at the other end of that bolt, I need to remove the rubber seal that's on the first step here and drill a hole from the top so that I can see the head of the bolt, which from what I understand is permanently mounted in there. So I'm going to have to try to drill that out somehow. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge, but we'll take you along for the ride and you can judge for yourself if this is something you want to take on for yourself. I haven't really heard of this problem anywhere, so if you've experienced this problem, leave me a comment below and let me know how you approached fixing it. So the first step is going to be to expose the metal that's beneath this rubber mat. And it appears that there's a screw here and a screw here. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense that they have two screws that are holding down this rubber mat, but I'm going to remove those screws first, and then I think I need to pry this rubber mat up. It's probably just glued down there, so we'll see how that goes. So just as I suspected, that bolt was originally welded in place. So, and it's not easy to get at it, even with this hole that I drilled. It's not going to be able. I'm not going to be able to put a drill on top of that and try to drill that bolt out. So I'm thinking that I'll just move a little bit aft of that and drill a new hole and put in a fresh new bolt. If there's room. I have to see if there's room underneath to make sure that the new bolt doesn't get in the way of any of the mechanics of the step. So as it turns out, the bolt that they installed here was right up against the wall of the box for the first step, and there was just not enough room for me to get a drill and drill out that bolt. So I decided to move the hole a little bit further down the frame and install a new bolt there. As you can see, the original bolt wasn't even visible from the first hole I drilled. It was right on the edge of that frame, so there was no way I was going to be able to get a drill in there to drill it out. So to start, I had to drill a second hole in that top step so that I could drill a hole straight down through where I wanted the new bolt to go. So I drilled the second hole and then was able to use a long drill and drill straight down through the frame and install that new bolt. I'm working on this step by myself. An extra set of hands would sure make things easier. So here's my trick. I'll put a ratchet with a 1/2-inch socket on the bolt head and wedge the handle against the door frame. This turns the door frame into my helper, holding the bolt still while I tighten the nut from underneath. Well, with a new bolt installed, it's time to repair the holes that I drilled. I used an angle grinder to square up the holes that I drilled. I'm going to fill this hole with some scrap aluminum. I have some 1/8 inch thick, 3/4 inch aluminum angle iron and 1/8 inch thick aluminum flat bar. I'll just cut those to size and then use some pop rivets to attach the angle irons in the hole, and then I'll use the flat bar to just fill the hole itself, and then use 2 screws to attach that. That way there, if I ever need to gain access to this bolt again, I'll just have to remove 2 screws. I'm doing this so that the rubber mat doesn't sag in this spot. And that's it. Gluten covered, it's secure. And this cover will go down over the top of it, the way it was before. And I just got to put the screw back. This was a fairly easy fix, keeping us rolling in our Winnebago View. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more RV repair tips, travel vlogs, and stories from the road.